But the current state of crypto, things are kind of in shambles. People are talking about the crash and everything like that. It is a crash, but I don't think that it is not too. I'm not too worried about the state of crypto right now, right? And I'm going to go over that right now. So the reason why I'm not too worried about it is I'm going to start off by looking at the month for Solana. Solana is just consolidating on the month. We go up, we come down, we go up, we go down. We have no real break high right here. Look, it's just a wick. There's no body closes at all over this zone right here. So we haven't made a new high yet, aside from this wick. And then if we go down, we don't really have a low. There's just this big area of support right here. Prices come down and taken out major levels of liquidity. If we're looking purely at the month, it just looks like a major level, like major liquidity sweep. We go down to the week, we get a lot more information though. So here's why this week is going to be, well, the next 12 hours is going to be extremely important. If you look at what trend we are currently on Solana, price is going up, down, up. We make our low, make a new high, but we never, like, this is our highest point right here. This is not our new low, because price, when it comes back up, it doesn't actually break above it, it just wicks. So this is no longer a new high. We've just increased the size of our resistance right here. Price comes all the way back down. Once again, we never clearly break underneath this low. Like, look right here. You could make that argument that that's broken underneath. I personally, I'm not really like convinced. Like either or, I'm gonna take it as either or. I'm not taking buys right now. If it rejected cleanly off this, I would accept this as not being broke. All right, our zones are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and price comes up. So we made a low, come back up. We don't even break anything, and then we're down right here. The main thing I'm looking for in the next 12 hours is the price retraces up to 95. Right? If price comes back into the zone, we are 100% bullish. If it breaks down, especially under this key level right here at 78, if we see it close under that, that is a very, very bearish sign. But as of right now, I think this is a very important level, and I'll get into why in correlation to the other coins it's not too worried. Because this one, yeah, it's at the moment it looks pretty bearish, but there's a chance that it goes back up. But some of these other coins are looking very, very bullish. Actually, you know what? We're just going to go over the general market area, like where the market is generally for each of these coins. So Solana, I'm waiting for price to retrace back up into this 95 kind of area. If we break within the next 12 hours for the weekly to close up here, right? Because I'm still not convinced. I still have this big zone right here as our, what am I doing? I still have this big zone right here as our area of support, right? It's the low. So we've gone like prices like this. This is our high. This is our low. We're just trading in between. We're consolidating. Take a look at XRP. We're going to start in the month for XRP. Actually, let's go back here. That's why I'm not worried about this. There's 2 points that I look to buy for when I'm looking at the month. I look at the month for like overall. Because if the month switches, you're cooked. But I look at the week and the day. There's 2 areas that I'm really looking to react off of on the month and the day. And that's right up here. Area A and Area B. Right? Price is up here. I'm not looking to really react off of it. If price comes down into Area A, which is our past high, that is the first area that I'm looking to react off of on the week or the day or the 4 hour. Second one is Area B. And this is the last place that I'm going to react off of before I think we switch bearish. Right? So price could come down just as a wick and then go up. But until I see a full like close underneath this, going beyond the wick, something like this. Right? We have our wick here, but there's a full body above it. I'd be willing to trade off of this. So when I see my areas right here, this is Area A right here. This is Area A. This is Area B. These are the 2 areas that I'm looking to trade off of. Right? So price is now in Area B. I'm just trying to see if it's going to break through it or if it's going to reject off of it. I'm going to go over what I would do if it breaks through it. Next I'm looking at is XRP. XRP on the month, we have price go up, down, break above, come back down. Once again, if we are looking at the month, this is area A, this is area B. So price is not rejected off of area A. What has in the past, look, price broke above, came down to area A, and we went up. Now we never broke above, so we have no high. This doesn't become a low. Look, it's just a wick. So now this is our resistance up top. But it validated the support. Again, price comes down, wick, off of area A. Now if price comes back when we close above this 1.6, then yeah, prices just came down and then validated area A. If not, the next area is area B. Now the thing I like a lot about XRP is we have this huge wick right here. And then price has just been slowly falling. If you look at the week, price has just been slowly falling. But we just took that out. So that is a major liquidity sweep. I've been saying this for the past 2 weeks. But price is going to come back down here. That's why I'd always been saying I don't like XRP. But we just took that out. So now XRP is valid in my eyes for possible opportunities. I'll look at the week here. Like, this is choppy stuff. Like, this isn't a break low, even though a wick's down. We come back down. There's no body closes underneath these wicks. Like, look, wicks. Now this is our zone. Sure, we have a body close under this, but look at the wick right here. We never body close underneath. So this isn't like a lower low, right? And that's a great fake out because a lot of people are like, oh, well, look at that. Well, we closed the body under here, but you never close the body under this wick. And then what happens? Price goes. Now we come back down. And look where we're at. Again, we're at area B, right? Don't get it tripped out. We are not bearish on the week. This is technically area A. So area A is not valid. Look, we got area A, area B. Area A is no longer valid at all. So the only area we have left is area B before I consider us switching bearish. So if price rejects and comes back up to the 1.6, we are extremely bullish. If you look right here, this is a past key level right here. Price struggles to get through it. Remember on the month I had this big key level right here? That was like, that's a past weekly area of interest. So that's a huge key level that price is now interacting with. So what I really want to see is this weekly area of interest being validated. So I want to see price retrace up here. That's what I really want to see. Ethereum. Ethereum's a little weirder. So we have price go up, down, up. We change structure, right? So this becomes our bearish lower low, lower high. I mean higher low. We come back up, we switch structure, come down, go up. Now we've retraced. So this is A. So this is our area A right here. This is our area B, right? You see right here we have a huge body close above the wicks. That is a new high compared to things like XRP where we just have this wick. That is not a close above because it's just a wick. There's no body close above this higher like their past high. So I'm not considering that. On Ethereum, we do have that. We have that body close. So now we are still bullish on the week because look, I mean on the month, because look, we haven't body close underneath that. And what did price do? It came right back into this our area of interest on the month and it's rejecting off it. So if we look at the week right here, another key level. What is price doing on the week? Up, down, up. Now we're going down, right? So our area A was right here. And area B is right here. Now this is where I said where's the correlation to the other ones. If you look at area A, it rejected off of it a little bit, but then it continued going down. But look at area B. Price is rejecting off of it very cleanly, right? So there's a great chance. I want to see price, like as long as price close above this 2010, 2100, that is a great bullish sign. Like we just swept this, all this liquidity. There's not really any liquidity underneath except for down at 1500. So this is a very valid sweep. So I think we are we have in the next 12 hours, we're going to see just how bullish Ethereum is. Because right now, Ethereum is looking quite bullish. I'm going to go into more depth when we look at the day. All right, last one is Bitcoin. We're going to look at for these higher time frames. We look at the market structure for Bitcoin on the month. We've gone up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So at the moment, because this candle hasn't closed yet, we are bullish. Now the thing I want to see is I need to see price retrace back up to 74,000. If price closes above the 74,000 level right here, we are still bullish. And this has just been a huge liquidity sweep. Once again, we took out this liquidity right here. We look at the week. Price going up, down, up, down, up. Now we're going down. So as long as price retraces right up to here, and specifically the 74,000, we are very, very bullish. This is our low right here. This is A. This is B. So price is currently testing out area B. Now it's a battle. We're at 70,870. So we're going to see whether it can get back up here. But if it does, very, very bullish. All right, we're going to look into these a little bit more depth on the current week. But those are the things. In summary, the things we're looking for in the next 11 hours to determine if price is going to go up on the following pairs is if Solana closes at 95, showing that we've respected our low. XRP closes at 1.6, showing again that we have respected this low. Ethereum is already respecting. We just have to maintain this. And then Bitcoin, we're coming up here. Now I have this marked out as like our past high. If it respects this, like that's like I think these zones could be merged together a little bit. So unless I see like a close under here, that's like a definite low. But I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on price action. Now this is really important to see how those closes because it's going to determine how we move throughout the next of the week. So if we look at the day right here, Solana, we had this consolidation, we swept up, now we've broken down. So our area of interest on the day is for price to come back here pretty much. It could start consolidating, right? Like look, price can consolidate for a bit and then we come back up, which I think we'll probably end up doing. But price is I want to see price come back up here to then take shorts. Now, what happens on the week is going to determine whether I take those shorts or not. Because if we retrace up into that zone, yes, I'm probably not going to take shorts because I think that will be too bullish on the week. But if it does close underneath that zone, then I'd be looking for that retracement to then take shorts. So if we look at the day on Solana, that's what I'm looking for. We dropped down to 4 hour. We had these past consolidation right here, which I wasn't too thrilled about because we never swept the sell side liquidity. I want to see us sweep a sell side liquidity, then we go down. If you look back up here, we have this level of consolidation, sweep, and then we go down. We didn't have that on this. So for the 4 hour, like right here we have a consolidation. So what I could see if I end up taking shorts is if price continues to consolidate like this, I'd want to see a sweep up, and then I would take a short down. That's the trade I'd be looking for on Solana. But remember, that hinges a lot on what happens on the week. All right, XRP. XRP, same thing. We had this consolidation. We swept up, swept our sell side liquidity, and then we dropped down. We've started making, now I want to, for consolidation, what I look for is I want to see some sort of area get respected. So you can see right here, price comes down. I mark out this wick right here. So this isn't the bottom because it doesn't get respected at all, but I mark out this wick right here. Let me find a better example here. You see how price comes down? We mark out this wick right here, right? This is now our resistance. Price comes up, rejects off of our resistance up here, and then comes down and respects the support. Like that to me signals that we have started consolidation because price is respecting both of these zones right here. So what I'm looking for on XRP is we've made a zone right here as a possible area, right? So I'd want to see if price comes and respects this zone right here. And then that would be the initiation for me for a consolidation. So you can see right here on the 4-hour, price made this wick, comes back, it respects it, and then comes back up again. And then we have another little area of consolidation because we have our zone up here that price then rejects off of. Now, he's never swept high. Don't love that. But we have came back into our past zone right here, and we've rejected off of it. Drop down to a 15-minute. So even check out the 5-minute. I think we'll see a better break of structure on the 5-minute. Yeah, look, if we consider this our break of structure on the 5-minute, so price came into the zone, we consider this our break of structure on the 5-minute. Let's just mark this out as break of structure on the 5-minute, and then we have the zone right here that where price is respecting. Like, that's the short I'd be taking. Now, once again, I'm hesitant because I want to see how the week closes, and then I'm also hesitant because we never had a bearish sweep. We never had a sell side sweep. But that's what I'm looking for in XRP. So we have this potential weak daily zone right here that we've just created that I want to see price validate as consolidation. And then if that is respected, then I would consider this are now our new support resistance on the day, which is low-key perfect because it lines right back up with our past resistance area. Now let's look at Ethereum. So Ethereum, what do we have? We had this past consolidation zone right here. Bam, 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 bam. Now we did sweep, but it wasn't a very clean sweep because it only took out this liquidity. It didn't take out any of this. So price ended up coming back up, taking out some more liquidity from its failed attempts, and then dropping down. And I'm going to be looking for Ethereum really for the day, I want to see Ethereum come back up to this zone. This is the zone I want to react off of because this is our area B. I mean, that's area A. Area B would be right here on the day. If we look at the 4-hour, same thing right here. Like, this is consolidation, but it's consolidation moving down. Like, there's not a specific zone because if you marked this as consolidation, never got taken out, never got taken out, never got taken out. Like, these zones keep getting bigger. We have our wick right here, no body close under the wick, another wick, no body close under the wick, but the wicks keep getting lower. That's just consolidation. Don't get it tripped out. So I'd want to see sweeps either at this level or this level for the hour. When I see my retracement, I want to see those two levels get taken out before I continue going into shorts. But this is the zone that I'm looking forward to take shorts off of on the day. This is my area of interest for the day, is at 2,673. That's my first area of interest. The price action isn't looking too good on the 4-hour, but it's also looking very bullish on the week. Like, this is the most bullish of them all on the week. We have our area A right here, our area B right here. We have this consolidation. Price swept this sell side liquidity, and then we dropped. So now I'm looking for price to retrace back into the zone and then go down. This is could be our potential resistance. And then we never had a sweep on the 4-hour. Look. Actually, we did have a sweep. Did we? Nope, we never had a sweep. So this is not our area of support. If we look at the 4-hour right here, we have this consolidation, no liquidity sweep to the sell side. And then price goes down. So same thing with Ethereum. I'd be looking for price to come take out this. Why I have an alert here. I want to see price come take out this liquidity right here. And whether we do that in the next 12 hours before the weekly close is going to be a big factor on whether I'm taking shorts or I'm taking longs.